Yeah, I'm nowhere near you guys. Come on out. No, I'm not going to pass that, no. I'm on a public sidewalk. Put up crime scene tape if you feel it's necessary.
Because you're impeding our investigation, okay? This is for our safety. This is for our safety. We're asking you to back up. You can document back there.
I can't see where they are.
Your camera can zoom, right?
Are you refusing to obey a lawful order from a law enforcement officer?
Ma'am, I don't answer questions.
Okay, you're under arrest.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Okay, you're under arrest.
Hello, and welcome back to Legal Dissent, where we evaluate your constitutional rights before they're taken away. As always, if you enjoy our content, please do consider subscribing, liking this video, and interacting with us in the comments. It really does help us out a lot in the YouTube algorithm. Multiple subscribers have submitted the videos that we're about to analyze via Facebook and email. If you have videos you would like us to evaluate, please find our contact information along with the links to the original videos, channels, case law, statutes, and any other sources we use in the description below. First Amendment auditors American Amy and Acura Amanda were filming the Riviera Beach, Florida Police Department conducting a traffic stop just a few days ago on August 21st, 2021. Both of their channels are linked in the description. Please visit them and let them know that Legal Dissent sent you. The auditors approached the traffic stop maintaining about 30 feet between them and the officers, and they were on the public sidewalk during the entire incident. Quickly, the officers reacted to the auditors and demanded that they move further back.
Oh, yep, they're pulling over that motorist that has no lights. Let's go. Yeah.
Good sergeant. I'm gonna try to put this back in the game. I'm trying to breathe now. And I got the gimbal, and it's acting crazy. I just had to sit right here. Do not let me forget my gimbal. Okay? Guys, don't let me forget my gimbal.
They're looking at us.
So what? If you're talking to me, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Try to push us back. You hear me? Amanda? I don't know if she heard. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm fine, yourself?
Great. We're conducting a traffic stop right now.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near you guys. Come on out.
Can you back up?
No, I'm not going to pass that, no. I'm on a public sidewalk. Put up crime scene tape if you feel it's necessary. We're just documenting.
I'm just asking you, can you back up
Past
the police cars while we conduct our investigation for what we're doing?
We're on a public sidewalk, sir. Not to be rude. We're on a public sidewalk. We're nowhere near you guys. We're more than 30.
I'm not stopping that, but...
I'm not backing up behind the cars. We're on the sidewalk. We're way more than 30 feet. Just please go do your job.
The 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, which Florida is in, held in Smith versus City of Cumming that filming the police is protected by the First Amendment and that individuals do have the right to videotape police conduct subject to reasonable time, manner, and place restrictions. Typically, these restrictions undergo an analysis under the public forum doctrine, which categorizes areas based on their traditional use. We've explained this analysis in great detail in prior videos, so we will not rehash that here, but basically traditionally public areas such as parks and sidewalks are viewed as a public forum for speech, unlike more restricted areas like schools, inside of a police station, or at a military installation. The auditors are in public on a public sidewalk. There are no time, place, or manner restrictions that would reasonably prohibit them from filming the police from a public sidewalk in this situation. Therefore, the only reason they would not be able to film is if they are violating a law that would prevent them from exercising their constitutional rights. A law that limits speech in a public forum like a sidewalk would be subject to strict scrutiny analysis, which means that the law must be narrowly tailored to accomplish a compelling government interest. We'll evaluate that later on, but at this time, I don't see any reason why the police should be concerned or any reasonable purpose for the police to restrict the auditors filming the traffic stop from the public sidewalk.
No, we're not.
You are.
It's not my fault if you have ADHD. Look how many of there are.
We're asking you to
Please
back
just
up.
go do your job. Let us document. We're not going. I can't see way by there. If you want me to move, then if you want me to move, get some crime scene tape.
Move back behind the vehicle. This is the last warning.
Warning or what? What you gonna do? Arrest me off of a public sidewalk?
You're impeding our investigation.
How? Speech and video and can never be
We're
interference.
not taking away your video privilege.
Speech
We're asking
or
you to
video.
We're
Need
giving you a
no.
lawful order
This is
to
a
back
public
up.
sidewalk. I am more than 30 feet away from you guys. More than
We're asking
50
you to
probably.
back up behind the
I have
vehicle.
never been
Continue
asked.
to report
Been-
that you need to back up.
I'm not nowhere near your investigation. Put crime scene tape up then.
Okay, we can do that.
Do it then.
We'll be behind that.
Then do it and I'll move then. Once you put your tape up, I'll move. That's why they call y'all tape tolerance.
Ma'am.
Can you step back past the police cars a little bit? Like 10 feet?
I think we're 30 feet. Please don't approach
no, I
me.
said behind the police cars. All this is still our traffic stop. Are you refusing to obey a lawful order from a law enforcement officer?
Ma'am, I don't answer questions.
Okay, you're under arrest.
No. Okay.
Ma'am, you're under arrest. Are you going to do it or not?
What's your name and badge number, please?
Captain Chief Smith, ID number 4151. Right there is good. Thank you.
This is ridiculous. You could be doing your job. We mean no ill will or intent. We're not going to harm you. We're not going to harm your vehicles. Our vehicles, actually. The public's vehicles. We just want to document. We wasn't coming no closer. What are we hurting? This is our First Amendment right to be here.
Refusing to step back?
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Okay, you're under arrest.
Get my camera. Amanda, my camera. Get the camera, Amanda.
I'll get it. Just chill. Ma'am, may we have a supervisor, please?
That is the supervisor. That's why she asked you to back up.
I will, hon. All right, guys, they just arrested American Amy.
American Amy was arrested and charged with resisting officer without violence. This is defined in Florida Statute 843.02 as whoever shall resist, obstruct, or oppose any officer in the execution of legal process or in the lawful execution of any legal duty. The Florida District Court of Appeals evaluated a case in 1990 in Wilkerson versus State. In Wilkerson, the police were conducting a drug bust and officers ordered the persons making the sales and other persons standing around them as well to lie on the ground while the officers searched them all for weapons. Wilkerson emerged yelling and cursing from across the street and told the officers they had no business being there. An officer told her twice to leave the area, and she refused to continue cursing and yelling at the police. She was then charged with resisting an officer without violence by refusing to leave the area when she was told to do so by the officer. The court analyzed if the arrest was made for her speech or if it were her action of staying in the area and concluded that Wilkerson was not arrested for merely yelling at and cursing at the officers. She was arrested only after she refused to leave the area, because the officer considered her physical presence was obstructing or impeding him in the performance of his duty. They go on to hold that police officers may lawfully demand that citizens move on and away from the area of a crime without impermissibly infringing upon the citizen's First Amendment rights. However, the cases they cite to are not all that convincing in my opinion. In Colton versus Kentucky, the United States Supreme Court found that the defendant was not undertaking to exercise any constitutionally protected freedom. Rather, he appears to have had no purpose other than to cause inconvenience and annoyance. Therefore, they found that the statute did not chill his constitutional rights. In this case, American Amy is conducting an activity that is recognized to be constitutionally protected by filming the police in the exercise of their duties. She does have the right to film from a reasonable distance. Now the question becomes, what is a reasonable distance? There's no bright line rule that defines how far you have to be reasonably far enough away. Therefore, I believe that this is most likely a question of fact that is determined by a jury, as opposed to a question of law, which would be determined by a judge. Now, the burden of proof is on the state, who would have to require that American Amy was unreasonably close and actually resisted, obstructed, or opposed the officer in a way that impeded their traffic stop. My personal opinion is that there is absolutely no way a reasonable person could view their actions and believe that they were unreasonably close to the traffic stop and obstructed the police from being able to do their jobs. What do you think? Were American Amy and Acura Amanda too close? Did they obstruct or impede the police? Let us know in the comments below, and remember that no matter who you are, you have value and you have rights. Do not be afraid to use them, and we'll see you next time right here on Legal Dissent.